Bob Woodward, The Secret Man, The Story of Watergate's Deep Throat. Delve into the insightful world of leadership with The Secret Man, The Story of Watergate's Deep Throat by Bob Woodward. Through the captivating narrative of Debbie Brewster's transformation from a failing director to a great leader, you'll explore the fundamental principles and values that define true leadership. Discover the Serve model, a powerful tool that emphasizes the importance of a servant heart, and learn how to foster a highly engaged, results-driven team. With engaging storytelling and practical guidance, this book summary unravels the secret to becoming a great leader and provides actionable strategies you can apply in your own professional journey.
Leading through challenges. Debbie seeks guidance from a librarian and learns the importance of mentorship in becoming a successful leader. Debbie Brewster's career was on the rise after receiving a promotion to director at her corporation. However, she hits a wall when her business unit becomes the least profitable with unhappy employees. Feeling lost, she visits the library for some quiet time and ends up seeking guidance from a librarian. The librarian asks Debbie what problem she is trying to solve and suggests calling it an opportunity instead. They search for resources about leadership and mentoring, which leads Debbie to sign up for a new mentoring program offered by her company. Debbie learns that great leaders don't become great in a short amount of time and that the success of a leader ultimately depends on the people around them. Through her experience, she realizes the importance of seeking guidance and mentorship when facing challenges as a leader. The Art of Serving Leadership. Debbie, a mentee in a program, was astonished when she found out that the company's new president, Jeff Brown, would be her mentor. During their first meeting, Jeff emphasized the importance of serving leadership and asked Debbie how he could most effectively serve her. Debbie asked what the secret of great leaders is, and Jeff promised to discuss it with her in their next meeting. Debbie's experience as a mentor revealed the value of serving leadership. Her mentor, Jeff Brown, exemplified leadership that prioritizes serving others rather than oneself. Such leadership involves putting the well-being of others and their growth first. Jeff demonstrated this by accommodating Debbie's schedule and actively asking how he could serve her needs as a mentee. He encouraged her to continuously ask herself if she was a serving or self-serving leader. Jeff's approach highlights the importance of building relationships and fostering growth as a leader. Debbie's question about the secret of great leaders emphasizes the desire to lead effectively and learn from experienced mentors. With this mindset and Jeff's guidance, Debbie was able to develop a deeper appreciation for serving leadership and its role in nurturing effective leadership. The Serve model of leadership. Jeff teaches Debbie the Serve model of leadership, emphasizing the importance of character and serving others. Leaders must create a compelling vision, with skills being the visible tip of the iceberg and character being the bulk beneath. Great leaders have servant hearts and serve their firms and people in 5 ways. Debbie learns to listen to her employees and identify ways to help them. Jeff reviews the Serve model and encourages Debbie to discover strategic ways to implement it. As leaders, it's our responsibility to make time today to ensure a better tomorrow. The characteristics of great leaders. In this book, Jeff explains that great leaders are visionary individuals who are passionate about the future possibilities. They motivate their followers with work that has purpose and solid values. Good leaders must also face the challenge of balancing long-term planning while executing daily activities. Debbie learns from Jeff that it is the leader's job to make time to ensure there is a tomorrow. To become a visionary leader, Debbie had to rebuild her team's sense of unity by delegating enough work to focus on mapping out goals. The author emphasizes that a great leader must serve others by putting customers first, being accountable for people, and cultivating creativity. Getting the best out of your team. Learn how Jeff's Serve method of leadership helped Debbie improve her business unit by engaging and developing her employees. Debbie's business unit was struggling until she incorporated Jeff's leadership teachings into her daily activities. One of Jeff's core teachings is that strong leaders leverage the strengths of their people and make their weaknesses irrelevant. The first E in his Serve method represents engagement, which involves hiring the best people and being involved with your staff. Jeff's routine is to meet job candidates 4 times to ensure he has found the right person and to get to know prospective employees thoroughly. He also sees it as a way to give them as much information as possible about him and the company, encouraging candidates to inspect his resume and credentials. This approach enables candidates to withdraw if the company isn't a cultural match for them. Engagement also involves developing existing employees through training, education, and mentoring. Jeff taught Debbie to stay on the lookout for good candidates to join her team. She went back to the library where a friendly librarian had steered her towards mentoring, and discussed personal development plans with her. Debbie learned the librarian's name, Jill, and asked if she had ever considered a career change. Jill accepted the invitation to join the company and immediately made a strong contribution to Debbie's team. By engaging in developing her employees, Debbie's team became more enthusiastic, productive, and happier. Jeff's message is clear: profits and financial strength are the applause you get for a job well done. Transforming leadership. In Serve to Lead, Jeff explains that a leader's pursuit of self-improvement extends to corporate reinvention by improving systems and structure. Leaders must avoid becoming slaves to their systems, and instead, reshape them for greater efficiency. Debbie takes Jeff's advice and leads her team to rebuild their unit, setting a goal to go from worst to first. Leading with valued relationships. Jeff emphasizes valuing both professional results and relationships in leadership, advocating for personalized approaches to connect with individual team members. When Jeff meets with Debbie, he shares that effective leadership involves 2 main aspects: achieving professional goals as well as maintaining relationships with one's team. He discourages the use of checklists and urges personalized approaches towards each team member. Jeff reinforces the idea that genuine warmth and sincerity are key in building relationships with team members. Debbie observes Jill's successful use of this approach and seeks her advice, ultimately learning to connect with employees by discussing their lives outside of work. Overall, Jeff emphasizes the importance of valuing relationships alongside achieving results for successful leadership. Serve model for great leadership. Debbie learns the final letter of E in Serve stands for trust, which is embodied in the values urged to be adopted by the leader. Jeff explains that leaders with character and skills are preferred, but character is more fundamental for selection. Debbie is advised to ask her employees what they want to be, do, have, and help happen in their lives, and to give them a boost in meeting those goals. Jeff exemplifies crucial values through people who serve others. A week later, Jeff reports that great leaders must embrace an attitude of service to others. Under Jeff's mentoring and with the implementation of the Serve model, Debbie's team achieves productivity goals and goes from being the worst unit to one of the best. Leadership lessons from Jeff and Debbie. After completing their formal mentoring sessions, Debbie and Jeff reflected on the ideal role models for leadership using the Serve approach. Jeff named Nelson Mandela, Jimmy Carter, and Jesus of Nazareth as his inspirations for servant leadership. He also promoted Debbie to lead the firm's leadership development team, and her team commended her for her contributions and dedication. The plaque Debbie received from her team bore Martin Luther King Jr.'s quote, "Everyone can be great because everyone can serve," which acknowledged her as a role model for servant leadership. The book reminds readers that genuine leadership is built on trust and emphasizes how individuals can develop and enrich their leadership qualities through mentoring and commitment to serving others.
In The Secret Man, the story of Watergate's deep throat, we've learned that the secret to great leadership lies in adopting a servant mindset and empowering the people around you. The book highlights the Serve model, teaching leaders how to see ahead, engage with their team, reinvent and value relationships, and ultimately earn trust. By truly understanding and implementing these principles, Debbie Brewster, the protagonist, was able to turn her failing business unit into a top-performing team. As you've learned from her success story, great leadership doesn't happen overnight, but it's a continuous journey of growth and development. Embark on your own path towards great leadership and experience the rewards that come from serving and nurturing those around you.